Hello.
Hi Rohit.
Hi, Manish. Yeah, I'll start the session.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me share the screen. Mm, can you see my screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I have told you, right? The hierarchy we define to draw the conclusions how the customers are related within the organization level. Okay. If you see here, here we can see the see 360-degree view of a customer. If you consider John Lewis, how he is related, like, are you able to see the slide?
Yes, yes, I can see.
Okay, how he is related, okay, within the organization. Has three credit cards, mutual funds, okay, and that different like belongs to which organization, those things like how many loans or like how he is related to these household accounts, like all these details. Okay, if you go to the real time in the project, okay, so if we get opportunity to work in hierarchies and network relationships, at that time you can see mostly data stewards will do analysis and everything. Just will simply configure the hierarchies. Okay, we don't see all these things, okay, as a developer, but we'll configure the hierarchies. How we configure the hierarchies? I told you, right? Creating the entity based object, relationship types base object. Okay, creating the hierarchy and assigning that to one profile. Okay. Once we configure those things, data steward or business users comes into the hierarchy manager section and they search a record and they see all these things. Okay. So right now, like we have configured only for a few of the records. That's why we don't see this type of things. But in real time, data steward managers or business users, they can see this type of like how this is related. I told you, right? Whether it has like employee contact or trustee, daughter of. Okay. If we have this type of data, it doesn't mean every organization has this thing. Okay. So how he is like is director of. Okay. He owns the account, card holder of, owns jointly, residential address. Yeah. Those details you can see.
Okay.
See here, like you can see the more how he related. So if he has any family member details, like it like this John Lewis accounts, okay, and he has some siblings, Alice Lewis and Army Miller, like all these things. In like just don't consider that like in real time we'll see these things only. We never get chance or we are not data stewards to do all these things. We have to do defining the hierarchies and their relationships. Okay, so the designing of entity types and the relationships, sometimes as a senior developer we may involve. Okay, so we have like we have to draw conclusions that what type of the relations would be the best, how the accounts are related, how can we draw that data into the MDM. So those things were sometimes like a senior developer means like a architect level position they will involve. Okay. As a normal developer, it's simply whatever they provide the information as per the business requirements, we configure the hierarchical relationships. Okay. So hierarchy is nothing but a structured display of a day and a customers. Structured display of information of a customer. Okay. And like see the influence of John Lewis, like how he's related. So by looking at this, a business user or a management team can easily draw analysis that right what is the customer behavior, what is the customer trends, what type of like products they are preferring, all those things they can observe these things. Okay, these things we have seen yesterday, all these things we have seen. So here they mention doctor and hospital relationship between doctors and hospitals might be resident or consultant. Okay, so whether the doctor belongs to that hospital or else like a doctor visits to that hospital as a consultant. Resident means he belongs to that hospital. Consultant means like he actually does not belongs to that hospital, but he comes for consultant operations. Okay, okay. So we define packages. Okay, we'll see those things also. Packages, profiles. Okay. Uh, why we define profiles is to see that hierarchical relationships. Okay, every profile has different hierarchical setup, so not to mingle with the other hierarchies. For that purpose we'll create the profiles. Okay, these are queries and packages. Okay, let's go to our MDM. We have created even we have created mappings right yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
You just need to load data.
Yeah, we have to just load the data. Let me look into this. 1240. Okay. So we have created for SFTC. Okay. So we'll load the data, and before loading the data, we have to configure some things. Some things, nothing but packages and queries and packages. Okay. So queries and packages can be configured over here. Entity types, relationships. Yes. We take acquire lock. We'll define one package for entity types and one package for relationship types. Okay, we can define any number of packages. It doesn't matter. Okay, so here we'll right click, create new package is there. Okay, click create package for entity based object, create package for relationship based object. Okay, we'll create for entity based object right now. So which query group we have to assign? So like we'll assign new query group for hierarchies, right? Hierarchy hierarchy group. Query group. And next. So query name. This is for entity party, right? I'll say entity. OT, and the table. This is the table. Only one entity based object is available. That's why it is displaying the table. Okay. It's general normal packages only. Okay. We'll create there also. Nothing will happen. We can use that package. But here I'm creating. Okay. Display name. What is the display name for that package? Why rename this is for package display name. So entity party package for party package. Okay. So we'll use enable put because through this package we can insert the data and read the data. So for that purpose, I'm enabling put. Okay, instead of using display package one time and put package one time. Okay. Click next. So whichever the columns we need, those things it will ask. So here there are some mandatory columns are there. Entity types, upstate indicator, and row ID object. These are the mandatory columns for creation of packages for these entity based objects. Okay, I'll uncheck all and I'll take which are the required things. Okay, I'll finish it. Created package. Okay, so here display package and put package it is showing, right? So instead of creating two packages, I have created only one package. So we can assign the package. So if we have this display package only for read only purpose, we can use that. Otherwise, no need. Like we have created only one package. So if you see over here, you can see that the package entity, okay, and even the query section. So directly we can create over here and simply we can use here. If we drop down, we can see. Okay. So right now the packages are there. Only one package is available for entity. That's why it is showing only one package. Okay. Let's
Okay.
select this. Select this. Select this. So here it is showing some details over here. Okay. What are the significance of these details is like whenever we display the hierarchical data, okay, under hierarchy section, hierarchy manager section. So what type of data it has to display? Okay, what columns it has to display? In the package, we have used these many columns. Okay, that's why these many columns are available. And after that, like in the hierarchy section, if you like to see the data visually, so which columns I need, we can select those columns. Okay, for row ID object, I'll give 0. Okay, to see the data, and for entity type 1, it's just sequence only. Okay, 3. So 4. So for labeling means to display the data. I'm using four columns, for total five columns. For tooltip, tooltip is nothing but whenever we hover our um, cursor, so it displays some information, like, so
Mm-hmm.
at that time it displays the information what is that. Okay. So here I just want to display only name, contact, or email ID. Okay. So we can use this like this, or else simply we can use the same thing. So even like we can copy these things. So right click, copy from label. So automatically copy from label. This is for search. Copy from label. This is for listing of the data. I'll show you. Okay. Based upon this configuration only, we can see the data at the hierarchical section. This is for adding the data. So if we select only one column will be displayed whenever we do the adding of data. Okay. This is also for adding relationship. Okay. So once we assign these things, okay, we have to define the label pattern. Okay. So what would be the label it has to display? So what I'm like, I want to display just only the name, okay, name label, and the name it would be suffice. And, okay, even I need, so like I'll take email also. Email as email ID. No, not email. Designation. Mention designation. I'll use entity type. Okay. So it displays the name and his designation. Click OK. Tooltip. So whenever we hover our cursor on the record, what type of data it has to display. So here we'll display the contact and email. Let's save it. So we have assigned this package to this particular entity only. So like that, how many entities are there? We have to define for those many entities. Even we can take separate packages also, but to display the data more understandable way, so we'll use same package. Okay. So here by default it came common. So already we have used this package, right? That's why it is showing over here. This in the lead section we have used. That's why it is displaying over here. Let's use that copy from common. Copy from users. Same thing. This for displaying the data for manager. Label pattern also. But now like I'll copy that label pattern. Okay. The existing one. Yes. I'll copy this lead one. Every time I have to do something, right? For tooltip, I use contact. Let's save it. So we have to define these columns. Then only we can see at the hierarchy manager section.
Okay.
Let's save it. Similarly, even we'll create one package for relationship types also. Create new package. Here, select this one, hierarchy group. Okay. Next, query name for rel party. Yeah, the primary table only one relationship base object is available. So, and the display name for the package rel party m automatically. And making it as put package. Next, and same thing. These columns are mandatory. These are the relationship types. Yeah, that would be suffice for me. I don't need any extra columns. Okay, finish. Backend it creates the package. If you see in the logs, oh, it's already created. Like we have to go at the back. Okay, did you see this?
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. Mm. So just I'll traverse over here, like it will get refreshed, and we can see the package. Okay. And assign the tooltips. 0. Okay, for upstate indicator, I don't need upstate indicator. If you want to see that whether the relationship is active or not, then only we need upstate indicator. Okay. Then I don't need. And moreover, if you miss this sequence, okay, here you have assigned one, and then you have one used two, and you have assigned three. It will throws an error. Directly, it will not throw an error, but when you define the relationships at that time, it throws an error. So when you are trying to insert the data into the MDM, at that time it throws an error. So that like here, all these things should be defining, uh, the sequence should be in proper manner. Otherwise, we will get an error.
Okay.
We have to make sure that always this uh, sequence, whether it would be entity or relationship type, the sequence should be in correct manner.
Okay.
I'll take um, parent FK and L type and child. So it displays like the relationship. Save it. Same thing will assign over here also. Save it. So once we do all these things, saving all these things, we'll go to the profile. Profile. And here we have validate section is there. Go to over here, valid HM configuration. Okay. Valid object. So we have to refresh. Okay. Remember HM scale is enabled hierarchy. It's in valid state. Is manager. Okay. Everything is in valid state. Otherwise, we'll get an error over here. Error description. Okay. So now this is in valid state. The defining entity types. Okay. Relationship types. All are in valid state. Okay. Valid combination. Okay. All these things are valid. So you will get this type of information. If it is valid. Okay. So we have to make sure that always this hierarchy should be in valid state. Okay. Even though if it is not in valid state, nothing will happen. You can insert the data and everything we can do. But if you want to display the hierarchical information, at that time only it throws an error. Okay. So as MDM developer, very few cases we'll work on this packages section. Okay. So we have to make sure that if other team like Java team works on these hierarchical packages, so we have defined some packages, right? So if they work on that packages, then we have to make sure that that relationship should not be broken. This sequence of relationship. Okay.
Okay.
Like in interviews, no one will ask. This I'm giving you like in real time what we face this type of scenarios. Okay. We frequently face these type of scenarios. Okay.
Okay.
So we have defined everything. Now we are good. Okay. So the pending part is data insertion. We'll insert the data, landing tables and EL.TM. Okay. First we'll insert an entity, data. Go to the data. We'll insert some records. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last update. Entity type. So here entity type we have to use whatever we have defined under entity base objects. Okay. Lead. Same uh, case should be there. Here I have given LGAD, right? If I provide small case letter instead of capital L, the record will get rejected. Okay. It's a case sensitive lookup operation.
Okay.
Lead manager software engineer. Okay. Give manager. lead. Okay. And name. It could be contact anything. Email ID. So in relationship based objects and entity based object, we can implement match and merge rules also. Okay. There is no restriction. So here I am not implementing the match and merge rule. It doesn't mean like it means like match and merge rules are not implemented in this section. We can implement match and merge rules on any base object. Okay.
Okay.
Already we have seen enough classes right for match and match. That's why I'm not implementing over here. Okay. Source key will use source key. Okay. Anything will provide some number. Okay. We'll provide the contact number only. Yes. We'll commit this and we'll insert the data into relationship based object also. So from the ETL section, we get the data. So here, let me insert the relationships. How many we have? One manager. So is laid up and did. We'll get four. Three. Three is laid up. Okay, three records we'll get. Let's see what is the hierarchy name we have given. Same name we have to give. Same name we have to give. Okay, otherwise the lookups will get failed. And rel type. So rel type. What is the rel type here? Is manager of. First I am defining is manager of rel type. So parent. What is the parent record for this manager here? This is the parent record. So we'll take the source key of that parent. We'll assign over here as a parent. Okay. What is the child? This is the child. Okay. For lead, parent is manager, right? So I'm assigning this lead value. And source key will assign some random number. Okay. Nanda and Mahesh. 1, 2, 3. The source system SFTC. You are getting my point, right? What type of data I'm inserting. Here, this record is, this is the parent, I mean, parent record. This is the child record. Okay. This guy is manager. This guy is lead. So who is parent for lead? Manager, right? So that's why I kept under parent column value for manager record. You got the point, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And similarly, here parent is this guy and child is this guy. Okay. We'll assign the child and the rel type could also will call is lead of. Okay. And source key here my hash row here 1, 2, 3 SFDC SFDC. Okay. So here who is the parent here? Again, this guy only parent because we have one more software engineer is there. Okay, who is reporting to lead, and we'll take Mahesh, Okosh, 3. So we have added records as required. Okay, just commit that and we'll insert the data. Go to the batch viewer section. Stays. Where is our entity? Entity. Okay. Refresh. Okay. For records. Next time. Start, stop. Okay. What is the rel party? So 3 records got inserted. And go to the base objects. First, we'll insert the parent entity here. Okay. Entity load. Before records got inserted. Load. Execute batch. 3 records got inserted. There are no errors. Okay. Let's go and see the data. The table names. CBO party EM. CBO party EM. Data. Four records are inserted. Okay. Let's see the rel type base object also. Relationship base object. Say like store. Let's run this. Yeah, records, three records got inserted. Okay, what is the parent? What is the child? For this parent, this is the child. For this parent, this is child. For this parent, this is the child. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now what we have to do? So we'll see the this data in hierarchy section. So before going to that, like let me explain something. So if you want to remove a base object, what we'll do? We'll click minus symbol, right? Okay. So we can remove the data. Suppose here there is like suppose like we have created this party base object. If you click minus symbol, it do analysis, and wherever these are impacted, those many details it is showing. Okay.
Okay.
I don't click OK. If I click OK, all this table will get dropped and all this will get impacted. Okay.
Okay.
So I won't do like just for showing to you. Then I click this. Okay. Click answer. So like that. So if I take this one, there is no minus symbol. You observe for these two table, no minus symbol.
Okay.
Whereas other tables we have minus symbol. So these two tables it is not showing red symbol, means that minus symbol to drop the tables. Whereas other tables have. You know why? These are the hierarchical objects. This is entity based object. This is entity relationship type based object. So we cannot drop relationship based object or entity based object. So in order to drop that entity based object, so like even we can drop by right clicking here. Okay. I'll show you here. We'll get remove base object, remove, but here we are not getting that.
Right.
Okay. So the reason is these two are hierarchical objects. One is entity based object, one is relationship type based object. So what we have to do first, we have to convert these base objects back to normal base object. Then only we can drop that. So we can convert this over here. We can convert revert entity or relationship base object. If we revert this, all the relationship will be broken, and a base object will become normal base object.
Okay.
Then we can drop the table.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
These are not interview questions, just giving the information to you. Okay.
Okay.
We have inserted the data, right? And
Yes.
let's the hierarchy manager section. We'll go to the hierarchy manager section. Okay. So this is the section, right? First, what we will do, we'll search the record. Okay. So here, under the search section, okay, whatever the table columns we have configured, those only it is displaying. If I show over here hierarchy section for this lead, sorry, here, see under search, we haven't configured hub state indicator. That's why only these five columns it is displaying. Okay. For insert or those things, all those things like okay, similar to that only. Okay. So here we are searching for lead or manager software. Like let's see software engineer, and here what like begins with or ends with, begins with R. Let's see. We can see the data or not. Yeah, one guy is there. Select. So here it is. So here what we have see like to like for labels we used name and designation, right? Okay. So that's why that information is displaying over here. But for tooltip we use contact and email. So that's why it is displaying. Okay. Now in order to see the relationship, we'll right click, fetch one hub. Okay.
Uh,
See the relationship, it has been displayed. What relationship is here? 4 is lead of 2. Means that row ID object we are displaying over here. Okay. And here we can fetch one more hop. You got right the entire relationship.
yeah.
And even the color symbols. For manager, we have given red. If you'll go and see the hierarchy section, manager we have given red.
Mm.
Same thing we are seeing here. Okay. And we can see the different view, organic view, how this is related. Different type of graphical representation, orthogonal. Okay. Different views, circular. In the slide, we have seen circular. Okay. And tree. In the slide, we have seen this is also.
Yeah.
Okay. We can add relationship. Even we can edit this record also. Edit. So under edit, only we have took 4 columns. So only those 4 columns it is displaying.
This is put, right?
Yeah, put.
Okay.
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 And we have set default trust override, all these things, trust settings. So everything we can display. Okay. In Monday's class, like there will be half an hour more class will be there under hierarchy section. We can add relationship. We can drop. I'm telling you, like we don't do all these operations in as day-to-day development activities.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
For our case, simply configuring the hierarchies. Learn very well like hierarchies. I have shown you the simple basic one, right? So if you get time, go and Google, search in YouTube videos. You'll find a lot of case studies on MDM implementation, those things. So at that time, you'll get to know the relationship. Like you won't find directly. You have to gather the data. Like what is the case studies for in healthcare industry, manufacturing industry, retail industry, insurance industry. You'll find a lot of case studies on MDM implementation, not on specifically on Informatica. I'm saying about the MDM implementation. If you go through those case studies, you will get more knowledge on more domain knowledge on MDM space. So we whenever the interviewers ask you, so you can correlate those data and you can say like, okay,
Okay.
we'll see more on hierarchies on Monday. Okay. More means nothing but like we can add the relationship directly. We can add the entities, okay, relationships. We can drop that, those things.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
And that's it. Like more, not more. More means like just adding the records and dropping the records. Okay. And after that, we like with this like the complete development activity completed. Okay, only the developer do development activities over here. So we have leftover topics are data manager, merge manager. Okay, I'll show you. There is a lot is there. Okay, it will take 1.5 hour. Okay, so Monday by Tuesday I'll complete these two also. Okay, and the leftover topics are batch groups, and I have already shown you shift manager. I will show you once again like 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, other APIs. Okay.
Okay.
As part of the session only, I took shift manager. Okay. Uh, you got that right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember.
So in batch your section also, I have shown you multiple times whenever we change the trust settings or validations. So jobs gets created. Those things I have shown you. And left like security manager is there. Okay, I'll show security access manager. I'll show you all these things. Okay.
Okay.
And the repository main important part is repository manager.
Okay.
So how we migrate the our development objects. So whatever we do in development activity, we have to migrate to higher environment, right?
Yeah.
So what process we follow in real time? That process I'll tell you.
Okay.
Okay. With that, like all the topics, like I think by
Hmm.
Thursday or Friday, mostly by Thursday, the entire content will get be completed. Okay.
Okay.
And this is the main important one. And rest, this is also we don't perform anything. This is purely the data steward activities. Still, I'll show you. Okay.
Okay.
Still, I'll show you. So you will get an more understanding how the data behaves. Okay. How
Okay.
the match and merge will works. What is the manual merge? Yeah, those things you will get understand more clearly.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mahesh.
Rohit,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
a couple of queries actually.
Okay.
First being, in interviews, do they ask for Java knowledge? Because I don't have any.
Yes, you have to tell them that we have dedicated Java team
Okay.
because even I don't have Java knowledge.
Okay. Okay.
So they'll ask about user exits. You have to tell that I haven't aware of user exits.
Mhm.
Okay. But I haven't implemented because we have dedicated Java team. But you have to tell them that how user exits will work. So regarding the user exits in YouTube, you will get 1 or 2 hours videos.
Okay.
I think you will. It's self-explanation only. Okay?
Okay.
So user ex what it will do. User exit is nothing but like a custom code which we implement. Okay.
Okay.
So there are different types of user exits are there. I'll tell you. So types of user exits. What are the types of user exits are there? Why we go for that?
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, yeah.
And we have some like IDD also is not there, but I will give you overview on IDD also. So by I think it by Friday, next Friday, I hope like everything will get completed.
Okay. In that case, can you share the sample CV if you have any?
Okay, I'll share my CV only. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Drop your email ID. I'll share your I'll share my resume.
And if I get any queries, let's say after Friday, if I come across any queries or I have any doubts, can I reach out to you?
Please check with that Mind Magic team. Okay. Like till now, no one contacted me.
So,
So if they provide contact, then well and good. Otherwise, I cannot do anything. Okay. I'll provide sample CV.
okay.
Okay. That sample CV I will share with you. Drop your email ID. Okay. I'll drop.
Okay. And along with that, if you have any website links where I can Google or like I can read some material that you refer for your interviews or taking interviews.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'll share you the interview questions.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
if you Google that, simply you will get all the information.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Okay. I'll provide you. I'll provide you. Okay. But from Monday by Friday, I think 4 or 5 hour sessions will pending right now. Okay.
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 Okay. That's it
Thank-
from my side.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.